The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
Young Way Cool to kick off for Atlanta.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
Cougar 19.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Here's Ward to throw right away. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's second down. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Titans.
Throwing now, Ward. That's complete to DK. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 of the 15. A nice game there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering it. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well?
The Spears with another carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. To throw, here's Ward. Looking middle, and that's complete. And the Titans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
On first and 10, it's Spears. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
Get it! 19 Tiger!
Now Ward. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Okonkwo, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Set to kick off.
35-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right in midfield at the 50.
10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. The Falcons coming in looking for win number 7 on the year. And they come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You talk about this Titan defense.
Coming into this one, ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
With they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
And looking to throw, Penix.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short
drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll throw with Penix.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives, and they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Here's Ward.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So on 4th down, Matthew Hayball on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. Well, at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Looking to throw, Penix. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. You talk about this Titan defense. Currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Penix. Under pressure and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 4th down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on 35-yard line.
Ready?
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out when they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during this series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. That's complete to his rookie 2nd-round pick. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
First down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Let's go now. Go.
Out of the gun to give to Spears. Yeah, nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Called fitting your gaps, right?
I love it.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Tank Bigsby, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 8.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. The 71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Here is 3rd down and 4. To the air, Penix. Hard throw, incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Let's go.
And here's a give to Spears.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
To throw is Ward. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
So the completion good for 7 there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Ward. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Ward. They'll set up the screen for Spears. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up...
And he's going to go down here and sack. They push him back to the 34. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Operating from the gun. Ward. That one's taken in by Spears. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. On the toss, it's Spears. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked to his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday they'll press it a little bit. This might be the case.
2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 37. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on.
37-yard line.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 35-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Will go down as a gain of 6. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here we go, set. Viking 18.
They'll look to throw again. Incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
A 46-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. Here now, 2nd and 4.
70 range. Here we go. Stack. Bronco 80.
To the air again, Ward. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage, completion-wise, way up. Not that time.
On the set.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. A final shot before break. Moore. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest in first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They're going to look to throw. And complete to Drake London. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 41 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. He showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 93 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Now Pennick's going to hold on to it. And this one is called. So they come up with a 2-point conversion, and that makes this a 1-point game now.
17. Youngway Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game,
he's got a man complete. There he goes left side. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. 66 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
8 yards.
That's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Mikey, 70 Lions, go!
Here's a give to Bigsby. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Take Bigsby. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Reload! Tag!
Bennett's going to sneak it. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw here. Now Pennick's going to hold on to it. Checks this one down to Robinson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 17-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
They'll run this one right with Robinson.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman, the ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
18, Pioneer. 18, Rattler. 18, Rattlers.
Operating from the gun, Penix.
Throw right side, complete to Williams. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Robinson fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to...
Touchdown, Falcons!
Drake London.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons have got it back to within a score.
Crew able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal.
Falcons 34. Young Way Crew to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. On the ground with Bigsby to start the drive.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
70 Timberwolves. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Let's go.
Here's Ward.
And he's got his man on the out route.
Down the left sideline. And he's going to be taken out of bounds, but not before he gets this all the way down to the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Got it. Ready?
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go. Hup.
Bigsby once more. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Tank Bigsby taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Titans will add to their 4th quarter lead. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get the momentum going again.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And taken right on the 30. Fighting through. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it'll be Titan football.
Okay,
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Now a handoff to Bigsby. 20, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Take Bigsby, 50 yards. And the Titans add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
41, Falcons 24. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
They'll throw with Penix. They'll give this one to Pittman. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6.
19, Tiger, 65.
Now Penix. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. He'll take it at the 42. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's go.
On the carry, Bigsby. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 94 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. And Bigsby once more. And he'll get it down to the plane of the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter.
They've got his man complete. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Chimere Dike, 26 yards. And the Titans have 11-0 in their sights as they add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 24. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Titans are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Bigsby with a carry to begin the series. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Hey, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 6.
Ready?
From the gun, Bigsby. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. To throw, here's Ward. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They only needed 1 yard on third down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now third down and 6 to go. And now an audible here into something else. Looking to throw, Penix. And it is caught. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Yeah, that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. We've seen a bevy of those. This secondary, they've been pretty good, haven't they?
They certainly have. They've allowed the 1 touchdown through the air, and they're going to be upset about that later when they watch the game tape. But other than that, they've been absolutely rock solid.
And he's got it. And the Falcons are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Back to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Fair to say it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. And they don't get the reception. Incomplete. So now they're down to 17 seconds remaining. And the Titans are going to come up with it. And that should just about do it. And, oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.